everyone, welcome to another Invicta Specs Lady Edition sponsored by Smitten by Invicta. I will be your tour guide. This is John. Today we're going to be talking about the Akula Prestige, sort of like the, it's not technically a puppy, but just a very colorful dial and bracelet combination. So without too much, let's get over to the bench and take a look. Hey everybody, here we are on the bench. So we have the Reserve Women Akula Radiant. This is model 21989. This is a limited edition. This happens to be number 185 of 300. The water resistance on this is 10 atmospheres, 100 meters, 330 feet. This is running the Flame Fusion Crystal, and the movement inside is a Ronda 5040D quartz chronograph, and it takes the 395 battery. It is a 6 joule movement, about 54 months on the battery life, and standard deviation is -10 +20 seconds a month, which is pretty standard for Ronda on their quartz movements. And of course, you know, shout out to Smitten for putting this little presentation together with the beads and everything, and these are BBGs for anyone who knows all about that. So let's jump right into this guy. So as you can see, the colors on this are just amazing. This, you know, just this creamy, almost icicle or creamsicle kind of orange, and then you got these blue, and you got the blue on the keepers. And then you go and you've got this ocean blue and this red. I'm not really good with colors. I'm going to go like a rosy red or something. So I apologize to all those that know colors. Not my thing, but I try and do my best. Of course, we do have the Invicta Reserve logo, your A and B buttons for your function pushers. We've got the high polish. This is somewhat like a cradle system, so these, as you can see, cradle in the movement, and these are polished, and then you've got some brushed and industrial finish and all of that. So a unique combination. Of course, you can see we've got our constant running seconds here at the 3 o'clock. You have your 1/10 of a second down here for your chronograph, and I just started that. And you can see your, you know, sweep hand, and then this is a 30-minute increment on that. So we'll stop and we'll hit the reset, and of course everything lines up. So all of that, and then we'll of course you always have to remember which way I'm going. So, you know, change the date, pull it out again, change the time. This is a non-screw down, just to make note, which probably goes to why it's 10 atmospheres. But then again, it's all this leather. Would you really be jumping in the water with this thing on? So on the back here, and of course we can see the genuine leather. It's a very, I know you can't feel it, but it's just a very smooth, soft, comfortable leather. And you've got your Reserve collection, limited edition, all that good stuff right here on the back, and the Invicta logo, and all of that is just amazing. But with that, let's jump to the microscope and take a look at this thing, and then we'll be back to finish out the specs. So here we are under the microscope, and we can take a look at this thing. Of course, you can see our water resistance right here, the Invicta Reserve. Of course, we got our constant running seconds here at the 3 o'clock. I love this detail of this this bluish ring right around here. Taking a look at that and seeing, you know, where it's all screwed in and everything. And of course we got our date window down here, and we've got 10-hour chronograph, or sorry, 1/10 of a second, my bad, I wasn't even paying attention. Of course you got your chronograph running here, and then your 30-minute increment. So let's stop and reset everything. Of course, you can see all of the silver and the brushed and all the different colors, the aqua blue and this kind of pinkish orange. It's kind of at the light is kind of changing it where it's hitting, but you know, we saw earlier on the big shot here. So we can kind of take a look at this and see some of the detail, like this screw mechanism right in here is pretty interesting. And we've got, see if I can get this on, all of the stitching in the strap, and of course the colors here is really cool. And you got your reserve badging on there, and of course here on the other side you can see you still have that chrome pillar right here sticking out, and then another one up here, and all of that. So really clean, but you know, beautiful design on this. I think it's pretty easy to read, and yet very colorful and all of that. So with that, let's jump back to the bench and finish this guy out. And here we are back from the microscope. So that was pretty cool, taking a look at that. And I do have to say, it is interesting, of course, with the microscope and the lighting I have, sometimes this kind of gets the dial itself, kind of almost had an orangey look to it. But, you know, this is more the natural light color. You know, it's kind of a peachy, you know, like a darker shade of this pink back here, as you can kind of tell. So let's throw some calipers on this and get going. So I get 42.2, 13. I get 28.1, and we'll go down here. 19.7. Thickness on this leather, 3.5. And let's get the span on this guy. We'll just go right to these screws to just kind of make it easier for reference. 40.4. Wow. So with that, grab our scales, and we're in ounces. Oops. Hold on one second. 4.0 on the ounces. Grams, 115. So there we have that. Now, obviously, this is one of Smitten's, and I generally don't wear something this small, but I will put it on because it is a strap, so it is possible. You know, some of the other ones are sized for her, obviously. So this is the watch on me. I have a 7-inch wrist, so you can kind of get a perspective of size and scale and everything. Of course, I gotta kind of cinched it up just to kind of make it easier to take a look at it. But it is, like I said, you know, the leather is very comfortable. For me, this span right in here is a bit tight for me. So I would say probably, you know, for ladies that have smaller wrist sizes than myself, it would probably line up perfectly for you. And I know it fits, you know, Smitten a lot better than it does me. And with that, we'll throw him back on the pillow and set this up here. And let me do a few shout outs. And we'll give a shout out to Smitten by Invicta on Instagram, Invicta Watches and Women's Fashion. And of course, YouTube sensations, Trap Vision 3D and the Lifestyle page, talking about all things collecting and family. And of course, Tommy Big Time, focusing on bracelet sizing and battery changes and everything Invicta. Of course, Meat and I, journaling their weight loss surgery and entrepreneurship. And of course, D&Q, chronicling travel and food and fun. Tony Woe, Christian rapper, and his music and life perspective. And of course, I want to give a shout out to Unboxed Sneaks. Has a great show illustrating men's sneakers and the lifestyle and fashion that goes with it. And of course, we do most of our shopping again on SHOPHQ, InvictaStores.com, BULLDOG Shopping Network, Facebook, So many groups. I really hesitate to call too many out. I will say InvictaVets because as a veteran, it's near and dear to my heart. So, but there are just a ton of great groups out there. Find something that fits your lifestyle and have fun and enjoy it. And let me jump back to the camera one last time to finish this out. So I'll see you in a second. And there was a pretty good look at the Akula Prestige. Really beautiful, interesting looking watch. Very colorful with the keepers and all of that. And I want to say thank you to everyone for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button below. Hit the bell. The lady editions are going to be as much on Sunday afternoons as I can possibly get in. The regular spec videos are Tuesdays and Fridays. And so with that, I say enjoy your Invicta timepieces, and I hope to see you next time on Invicta Specs. Take care.